Hey everyone, and welcome. Let's get right into this week's tarot forecast. You can think of this as your personal roadmap, a guide to help you get from that feeling of, well, mental fog to a place of real spiritual clarity.
So, what's the big idea for this week? Well, it's all about a major shift. We're talking about a journey from some real inner conflict to a sense of profound peace. Yeah, the week might start out a little tense, but trust me, it's heading somewhere amazing.
Okay, so how are we going to get there? We're going to break it down into 3 key stages. Think of them like signposts on our journey this week, guiding us from Monday right through to the weekend.
And here they are, our 3 signposts for the week. First up, we've got the trap, that feeling of being totally stuck. Then we hit the choice, a big crossroads moment. And finally, we get to the hope, which is all about finding that clarity we've been looking for. Each of these steps has a card that tells its story, so it really lays out the narrative for our week.
All right, let's jump in at the start of the week. The vibe right now is all about facing this feeling, this kind of mental trap. And the card that's going to guide us through this is the 8 of Swords.
So, the 8 of Swords. This card pops up when we feel like we're totally backed into a corner, right? Like there are no good options left. But, and this is the key, notice those words, self-imposed and illusion. That's the secret sauce of this card. It's telling us the trap isn't really out there. It's a mindset.
So what does that mean? It means those walls you feel closing in at the start of the week, they're probably not as solid as you think. This card is all about how that feeling comes from being afraid to make a move. It's like we've put on our own blindfold,
Okay, so what do we do about it? What's the plan? Number 1, don't let pessimism take over. I promise you, the situation is almost always better than that anxious voice in your head is telling you. The real job here is just to take off the blindfold, see things clearly, and then just take one tiny step. Seriously, that's it. That's how you shatter the illusion.
All right, so we're moving into the middle of the week now. We've just realized the trap wasn't real, but that leads us to a whole new challenge. Now, we're facing a tough choice, and the 2 of Swords is here to talk about it.
And this card just perfectly captures that feeling of being stuck, doesn't it? The 2 of Swords is all about a stalemate. You're trying to weigh 2 different paths, but the real trick is blocking out all the external noise, what everyone else thinks, what you should do, and actually listen to that quiet voice inside, your gut, your intuition.
And the message here could not be clearer. If you're at this crossroads and you honestly don't know what to do, just stop. Don't force a decision. This is absolutely not the time for a big, impulsive move. It's totally okay to just pause, take a deep breath, and let things cool down before you jump in.
So, we've worked through a mental trap. We've sat with a really difficult decision. You've got to be wondering, where is all this going? What's the point of all this hard work?
It leads right here, to the end of the week, to this incredible, hopeful renewal. We're finally putting down that heavy, overthinking energy of the swords and stepping into the beautiful, healing light of the star.
And wow, what a payoff. The star is just this massive sigh of relief. It's all about hope, a real deep sense of peace and feeling totally renewed. All that stress and tension from earlier in the week, it just melts away. And what's left is this amazing clarity about who you are and where you're going. This, right here, is where the healing happens.
So, for the weekend, the advice is just beautiful and simple. Rest up, recharge. This is the absolute best time to start thinking about the future, but not from that old place of fear. Now you can plan with real optimism, with real trust in yourself and the path ahead.
Okay, so let's pull this all together. Let's recap this whole journey. What's the one big thing you need to take away from this week's forecast?
Here it is. If you remember one thing, make it this. The key for this week is to navigate your doubts without freaking out. The week is going to start with some confusion for sure. The goal isn't to ignore it, it's to just move through it, calmly, patiently, and to trust that clarity is not just some far-off dream, it's right there, waiting for you on the other side.
And while you're doing that, just hold this thought close to your heart. It's such a powerful thing to remember when you feel uncertain. The universe is on your side. It's not trying to trip you up, it's actually helping you along.
And that really brings us to the final question, which is a question for you. As that fog finally lifts and you step into this clear, peaceful space this weekend, what are you going to do with it? How will you use this newfound clarity to take your next step? Something to think about. Thanks so much for joining me.